Hi guys, this is your boy Emmanuel Ajmaibadu. Go on YouTube and subscribe to Sahara Football. Cheers.
First loss of the season for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. They go back down to second in the Premier League table. But it all started for Thomas Partey and Arsenal in the early kickoff. They were unfortunate and lost. Yeah, they lost to Newcastle United. A 1-0 loss. That's for Thomas Partey playing 85 minutes of action. We're going to talk about the performances of Ghanaian players in the early kickoff and late afternoon kickoffs as well. Jordan Ayew as well was a late substitute. Came on in the 86th minute for Leicester City to help them earn a draw versus Ipswich Town. At the time he came on, Leicester were on the verge of losing. And he did it once again, as he did versus Southampton, which was a winner. This time it was a draw. 1-1 it ended for Leicester City in that game in the Premier League. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll also be updating you today on Kudus Muhammad. In case you're on our Facebook page, you've seen probably the communique that has come in. Kudus Muhammad could face another extra 2-game ban. The decision is expected to be made on Monday. It's quite unfortunate for the Ghana Black Stars man. That incident that occurred during right after the international break in their game versus Tottenham Hotspur, where he got a little bit out of control and started flying his hands, has seen him earn a further ban. Kudus will await the decision from the FA, but the report coming in from international media is that he could, and West Ham sources close to West Ham United, is that he could be out for a lengthier spell, 2 extra games or 3. So meaning he would miss 6 games. This weekend will be the second time he's missing. His side, however, lost today to Nottingham Forest. And hear this, Nottingham Forest are third on the league table of the Premier League. Quite an interesting league season it's turning out to be. But Antoine Semenyo was instrumental. A man of the match performance, in my opinion, that helped his side beat Manchester City and defeat them for the very first time this season. No club has an unbeaten record in the Premier League. Liverpool were able to turn things around, but Semenyo started it all off for AFC Bournemouth. His side were able to take a 2-0 lead, and Manchester City were able to pull 1 goal back, but their first shot on target did not come until the 79th minute. Should tell you how much of a great job Semenyo and his teammates did, and he was at the heart of everything good for his club side Bournemouth. Begs the question, why do they come in here and don't perform as they do? Your guess is as good as mine, but probably and clearly it's about the structure of the team. It's about the tactics that is used by the coach. It's about the utilization of the players in the positions they fare best in. It's about a plethora of things, but those are the few ones that come off the top of my head. And next week, essentially, we will have another international break to look forward to. The Black Stars game on November 15th and 18th. The final 2 qualifier games could be dead rubbers by the time they come back into Accra for that second leg. They will need Sudan to lose woefully in their final 2 games. Something I don't see happening. But it was a great afternoon for Antoine Semenyo, but it didn't start out great for the Ghana Black Stars player. Thomas Partey and Arsenal succumbed to another defeat, and this sees them now 8 points off the top of the table, as Liverpool were able to turn things around versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Tariq Lamptey was on the bench this time for Brighton and Hove Albion, could not play a part. In midweek, he had found the back of the net in his side's game in midweek in the Carabao Cup, but not this time. They took their lead in the first half, and it looked like all the big teams were going to lose today. Liverpool found an extra gear, Cody Gakpo and Mohamed Salah coming back. Unfortunate for Newcastle United versus Arsenal, Thomas Partey and his Arsenal side were unable to come back from that early goal in the first half. Thomas Partey's positioning, the lack of balance in the Arsenal team, they have still not won in the Premier League since the last international break. They lost to AFC Bournemouth. They've now lost here to Newcastle United. They drew last weekend versus Liverpool, so they've still not won the 3 games after the international break, and they will be crying, the fans, right now, looking more like what Patrice ever said about Arsenal is true. They are like a Netflix show, always waiting for the next season. And Arsenal fans will probably be throwing in the towel now, considering the teams that are above them. Manchester City have lost, but we all know Manchester City and their reaction after a loss. They are quite vengeful. They have had injuries, and Pep has complained about that. And probably that is why they did not do well today. That being said, congratulations to Bournemouth. Congratulations to Antoine Semenyo. They did an amazing job today. And Nottingham Forest, who are third on the league table, who would have thunk that was possible? Interesting word there. On the front of Ghana Black Stars Ghanaian youngsters Abdulaziz Issah, and also on the front of David Oduro, the 2 guys who finally sorted out their work permit issues. They were in contention to play today for Barcelona Athletic. They drew 2-2 in their game this afternoon. Fortunately, they were in the squad, but unfortunately, they could not make a debut themselves. They were unused substitutes, and we had pictures of them warming up with the team, but none of them playing in their very first game. Their chance will come, their time will come. Barca Athletic are not doing well currently, and they would want to probably change their fortunes in that respect. So Barca Athletic were in action today. The game ended 2-2, but our Ghanaian contingent were unused substitutes in this one here. Great news on that front to have seen them make an appearance, make an appearance on the bench, but not partake in that. Time will come. I'm sure they are being integrated nicely into the team. The Barca legends in Ghana, reportedly, when the news came out, November 10th is the date that was given. More details are yet to come on that front. Barca legends, remember, are going to play with a select Ghanaian side, including Abedi Pele, Asamoah Gyan, and Stephen Tornado Apia. They announced it last month, and they said the game will be played at the Babayara Sports Stadium. We heard earlier late last month, October, that the Babayara Sports Stadium was ready, subject to inspection and approval. So no news on that front yet, but we will be updating you accordingly and letting you know how that one goes. So Barca legends are going to be in town, and we'll see how that one goes. They'll be in Kumasi. The Black Stars game is on 15th, away in Angola. Away in Angola, then on the 18th here in Accra versus Niger. They need to win and hope the unthinkable happens. Your thoughts in the comments box on everything. Antoine Semenyo with a great day. Thomas Partey unfortunate with Arsenal. Tariq Lamptey as well versus Liverpool. Man City tried everything to get back versus Bournemouth, but it did not work out. They lost their very first game of the season. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.